Hi there. Welcome back. Um, Final update. I have a lot of records to show, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. Um, First batch is Goodwill finds, and I have to explain 3 records because they were pricier. And the last batch is records that I bought at a record fair where I went to with MrRompert, Marcel, and 2 records that he gave me. So I'm going to be quickly showing these. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff in here. First up, I just had to pick this up. Robin Gibb's Saved by the Bell and Mother Jack. It's on Polydor. I haven't checked it out, but this could be from his Robin's Rain album, which I don't have. But it's okay, it's decent, 60s pop. Also picked up this 12-inch of Curtis Blow, I'm Chillin', which has a Transformers sample in it, which I don't quite get. But it's fun, I like it, early hip-hop, 1986 if I'm not mistaken. Also picked up Dinah Washington, I Wanna Be Loved, featuring the Quincy Jones Orchestra. This is a pretty decent jazz vocalist. It's something that I like. It's not something that I'm crazy about, but I like it. It's cool. It's relaxing. It's actually pretty. Then I picked up this 1975 album by Thijs van Leer, vocalist, keyboardist, and flutist of Focus. This is Oh My Love, and the cover, I had to have it because of the cover. It's a beautiful, beautiful cover. It's a gatefold. It's on the Philips label, which I don't think I need to show. It's the blue Philips, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. It's funky, it's jazzy, and it's proggy. That's sort of it. It has moments where he's really doing the jazz thing. Some songs sound funky, and there's a couple of songs when you actually go like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I hear some Focus there. It's not like hardcore Focus, but it's really, I like this. This is a really good album. I also picked up this, and there's some confusion about this on the internet. I personally think it's called Wisse Schepen, but that's the name of the band or the guy, and the album is called Topaz. There's a Dutch website which basically states that the band name is Topaz and the group name of the album title is Wisse Schepen. And then there's Discogs which says that the group name is Wisse Schepen Topaz. So it's confusing, but I think I'm correct here. Why? Because this guy is called Wisse Schepen. I think that says enough. It's from 1972. It's very soft prog pop, which I like. I like it. It's pretty good. It's produced by a guy called Chris Hinze, who's a jazz flutist, and it has elements of that as well. There's a flute. It's mellow and it's jazzy, but it also has prog moments. Yeah, this is good. It's on CBS, and I love the cover. It's just a beautiful, beautiful picture. Now the next 3 I bought online through my local Goodwill. My local Goodwill has albums online. They don't have a lot of albums online, but they want more money for that. So I basically got these 3 albums for 40 bucks, which for a Goodwill is a lot of money, but they're records that you pay more for, or the same amount of money. It's just something that I said, I'm willing to pay that. I'm not willing to pay anything more, and I got them. So first off, it's Colosseum's Valentine's Suite. I love this album. This is such a beautiful, beautiful progressive rock album. It's on the Island label. Not Pink Island, but you know, it's a beautiful record. If you don't have this one yet in your collection, go get it. So then my first Incredible String Band record, Be Glad for the Song Has No Ending. Quickly spun this. This is great, you know, acid folk, and it is on the Pink Island label. Yeah, this is really good. I like it, but I know this is not from their best period. You know, their Hangman's Daughter apparently is the best that they did. This is a good album as well, from 1970. And the last album that I picked up from their online shop is Daughters of Albion, which is a gatefold. This is the Dutch release on Fontana. I love this picture. This is just a gorgeous picture, and it's on the black Fontana label. This is psychedelic pop, kind of. You know, it has psychedelic moments. It's produced by Leon Russell. You know, the covers, it's just gorgeous. So I picked those up. I had to have those, and I was willing to pay what I paid for it. Then last Sunday, I went to Eindhoven, which is a major city in the southern part of Holland. I met up with Marcel, Mr. Rompert. Such a cool and friendly and great guy. Had a lot of fun talking to him and digging records with him. So yeah, we should do that again, and we will do that again, I'm sure. Just don't know if I'm going to travel as far as Eindhoven, because it's not the time that it took me, it's just the money, kind of. You know, I'm able to do it once every so often maybe, but not that often. But I picked up some cool records. He picked up some cool records, and if I'm not mistaken, he will get his phone back with which he will record videos, or he does record videos. So hopefully he will do a video of what he found, because he's got some really nice records. First two records he gave to me, I gave some records to him. Hopefully he will show those. He gave me Genesis, Wind and Wuthering. I have not listened to this yet. I have not listened to any of these records yet. This is Genesis, where Phil Collins does vocals, I think. And I always stayed clear of 80s Genesis. I don't really like that. But this could be interesting if it's still, you know, the same proggy prog sound they had with Peter Gabriel. So I'm really curious for this. He also gave me Introspection by Thijs van Leer, which I don't really know. I see this all the time. It's more classical and jazz probably than Focus. Yeah, there's two pieces by Johann Sebastian Bach, and there's another classical piece, I guess. I haven't, like I said, I haven't listened to this. He looks really sad, but I think this could be interesting. Hopefully it's as cool as the Oh My Love record, but it's still going to be interesting, and I'm sure if I like this, then I'm going to pick up the other Introspection records that I see all the time. Also picked up Elf Power, Back to the Web. This was $6. I just couldn't resist. Elf Power are a band, I think they're from Athens, but at least they were part of the whole Elephant Six movement. I know that. They're more rocking, more garagey maybe even. I don't know. I have several CDs by them, and I like those CDs a lot. So picking up this album on Ryko for $6, 180 gram, couldn't pass it up. This is going to be interesting. This is the only record I showed on the Facebook page, the Final Community Facebook page. And yeah, Derek knows this one. This is Bazooka, A Igor S, which is, well, the first track is basically sort of a homage to Igor Stravinsky, a ballet piece that he wrote the music for, and that piece was basically booed up because the music was so extreme, and this is their tribute to him. The music is not that extreme. It's very minimalistic. It's post-punk. It's Dutch, but it's not like anything I've heard. You know, it's very, like I said, minimalistic. There's not a lot of things happening. There's some electronica. There's a lot of percussion. It's 5 tracks. I do like it. I do like it a lot, and I love the cover. I also picked up their full length. I think this is their debut album, called Zwevende Vlakken, which means floating squares. I think floating squares. That's correct. Yeah, this is very, very similar to the EP that I just showed, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's again minimalistic. It's very sparse. Not a lot of things are happening, but I like it. It's very, very cool. They have one more album and one more EP, I guess, but it's going to be hard to find. Also picked up this Dutch post-punk record. This is Neon, A Day in the Land of the Horizons. This is on a very cool label. It's a sub-label called Sub-Label. Sub-label of Torso, and it has a cool drawing on it by Joost Zwarte, who's an amazing artist. 5-track mini album, EP, I don't quite know. It's this is very, very cool. It has elements of The Cure, of Chameleons. It's very 80s, I have to say that, but this is really, really nice. So if anyone sees this, pick it up. I know it's going to be hard to pick this up outside of Holland. I've never ever seen it inside of Holland except now. It wasn't that expensive, but I know Derek will freaking love this. I know that. Also picked up Solution and Solution Divergence, a double LP on EMI for $5. This is killer Dutch prog fusion, whatever. It's amazing. This is a great, great band. I'm glad I picked this up because the originals, they're on Harvest, and you pay like 40-50 euros per album. Now I pay 5 euros for a double album. You know, I'm okay with that. But this is killer stuff. This one, their debut, is my favorite. It's more prog. This is more fusion. Again, this is something I'm going to keep an eye out for you prog fans out there who don't know much about Dutch prog. But this is incredible. This is just amazing. This is a Transistor, which features Robert Jan Stips of Super Sister and the Nits. This is from 1979, before he joined the Nits, and it is cool. It has elements where he sounds, where he sounds like Frank Zappa. So if you're interested in that, you know, this is a great artist. Very, very talented guy, Robert Jan Stips. Transistor. It's called Zigzag. Talking about Robert Jan Stips and Super Sister, to the highest bidder. I got this for $10 because the sleeve is basically torn. But, and I think Derek once asked if he wished he could see it. Well, Derek, here it is. This is the gatefold release, original Dutch gatefold. on Polydor, and this is such an amazing band. Soft Machine comes to mind a lot. You know, it's very experimental, prog, some Polydor. Just a cool album. Just sad that it's torn, but for a good issue, I would have paid like $50. So $10, I'm okay with that. I also picked up for $7 Pudding and Gisteren. This is not the original release, the gatefold with the die cut. Problem with the die cut is that it tears because it's so close to the edge. So I'm happy with $7 paying for a reissue. This is probably late 70s reissue, I don't know. It's got the original inner sleeve. It's again just an amazing prog album. Pudding and Gisteren, it means pudding and yesterday. Crazy title, but cool album. Last two, picked up Earth Opera. This basically, I picked this up based on the cover, and then later on I saw that John Cale does violin on here. I don't know how to describe this. This is sort of more country-ish rock, sort of a psychedelic country band. It has moments where it sounds like the Byrds, but it's harder. I don't know. It's called the Great American Eagle Tragedy, and I like it. You know, it's good. It wasn't much. I didn't pay much for it, but the cover just drew me. This is such a beautiful cover. And last, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Fred Big Star showed this. This is Damned by The Den. Their debut album, which I didn't have yet. And this is just awesome. You know, 1977 punk. A lot better than the Sex Pistols. I like the Sex Pistols, but I don't quite feel them. This is a lot better. So that's my update. Hope you guys liked it. There's going to be another update, hopefully later this week, if not next week, with only new records that I ordered in the mail. I have 3 already here, back there. There's 2 more in the mail, so I'm waiting for those to do a video. And yeah, so you're gonna see more videos from me, I'm sure. Take care, and I'll be seeing you next time. Peace.